Hey guys, Bartmoss here, and today we are playing the Stanley Parable, as it says so helpfully on the top left corner of the screen. Now, I do know roughly what expects me. It's supposed to be a very weird sort of game, but I don't know. We'll see. I did notice this here. I don't know if that's a good sign. So let's get right into it. The end is never the end is never the end is never is the end is loading. Okay.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Hi.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
427.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-ending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Well, it sounds more meaningful than my job. So, well, can we do anything here? Nope, doesn't look like it. Can I sit down? No. Alright, so stepping out of the office. Nope. Nope.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Certainly nobody here.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Okay. That's... Oh. It is a bit spooky, isn't it? Are these windows? Oh well, let's...
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Wait. I didn't enter yet. So where are we going, to the left? Or are we going to the right? Oh. Can't return. Well... It's probably not a bug, right? So...
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Where is everybody? They seem to have left in a hurry and trashed the room as they went. I mean, this is a sentiment I can relate to. I mean, like, probably every office worker in the world. But I should have heard something, right? Well, nothing to do but to go forward.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
I can't drink. Dude, it's not giving me any. Oh, I can't jump. Okay, can I?
Yes.
I can crouch.
Really,
Okay.
really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Dude, okay, I can tell sarcasm.
But
when I hear.
eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Okay. Why? This is the meeting room, right? No. Is this the meeting room? Does this lead to the meeting room? Lights off, lights on, lights off, lights on, lights off, lights on, lights off. This is like a storage area. I mean... No. Let's follow him.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Alright, let's see what happens. Can we go here? Oh, okay, so this is probably the left door from the room with the two doors. So, left door. Okay, alright.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Sounds reasonable. Do not alter without consulting whiteboard manager. Meeting room, floor 4, group planning, meeting schedule, weekly targets, IT department, weekly review, pranking floors meeting, okay. Mergers, we are broke Wednesday, termination Tuesday, marketing Monday, legal. Okay, so do we know what day it is? I don't think so, do we? Office party. Okay. Well, maybe that's where everybody is. They are at the party and they didn't tell me. That's so nice. I guess Stanley is not exactly a people's person. Push for funding for RD of new coffee machine. Oh, I guess I got approved. Not cost efficient. Standardize grapplers? Get Chris out of the broom closet. Synergize papers. Hire someone to synergize papers. Papers are too synergized. Fire paper guy. Hire someone to fire the paper guy. Who moved my desk? Please keep the targets on the topic of... And that got changed. Hopefully with the approval of the whiteboard manager. Unless the whiteboard manager is just responsible for this whiteboard, but not for this. The future was yesterday, tomorrow is now. Okay, tomorrow complete today's unfinished agenda items, right next day's agenda, reflect. Okay, I can do that. Can't read these. TPS report. Okay, so if this... Unfortunately, the chair's in the way. But if these are any sort of indications of a company's performance, then they just pretty much crashed, which might explain why everybody left. So, rate of increase in graphs per slide. Please no more charts, please, I'm begging. The boss appreciation minute. Okay, well, I appreciate my boss. As long as he's watching. Solving interpersonal conflict. Okay. It's this. What do people want? Things, money, things, but with money to buy more things, graphs. Graphs about things and money. We have our new product. Okay, so a product is graphs about things and money. The stock market, so yeah. Colored in segment stripes requires more secondary research. What is hot? Profits. This is awesome. Bi-quarterly post-review. Work harder, hard worker. Space between the teenagers. A lot of percent. Teenagers, size of demographic. So something in the idea has been. We need less reviews. 4, 2, and 4, 5 want to get rid of the death sport portion in the primary review schedule. But I think that's a stupid idea. More water coolers, more water cooler heaters. A chart needs to be more hip to appeal to teenage demographic. Find teenagers to put in teenage demographic. Big net, same sort of child. Tragic? Trap. Some sort of child trap. Oh, big net. Oh, pff. I was thinking business, but they're talking like how are they supposed to catch the teenagers? This is awesome. Synergize core value expenditures, shift global marketing part, monetize free to play. Yes, yes. Talk to the Neverwinter guys, they know. Quarterly pie charts. Okay, well, nothing here. Whoop. Oh, broom closet. Chris. Well, they did get. Why is there a little? Wow, probably linked to a sensor in the door. So they did get Chris out of the broom closet. I guess that's good. But even Chris, I mean, they got Chris out of the broom closet, yeah, and they didn't bother to tell me. I mean, dude, I must be really hated in this company.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
All right. Let's see what happens. Is this the office? Nope. Executive bathroom. And it is close to me. Story of my life. These closing doors are a bit spooky. Can't get behind here. Oh, can here. Okay. Can't read the papers. Too bad. The other jokes were fun.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Yes.
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him.
Okay.
And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, the dark, terrible secret is they're all at the office party and, ooh, booze. Can't even use the booze.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs.
No,
Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
Yeah, dude, I'm just checking out the scenery and the booze, which just seems to be very useful. I mean, if I'm going to go to the...
2845.
I have the feeling he's trying to tell me something. Right.
But it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself.
What?
And Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
Okay, I guess I should have entered the code. You're not gonna close? Okay. There's a generator here. Link plus. Wait, no. This is not the direction I wanted to go in. And this is spooky and dark. Well, wow. Level complete.